Good Monday, everyone. I'm Cyrus Webb, and welcome to Conversation Daily News. I'm glad you all could be with us. Well, it's a brand new day, it's a brand new week, and a new month, which means it's a brand new opportunity to do something amazing, and it all begins today. Because having these headlines coming up on this Monday, have a message from my book, Words I Choose to Live By, and you guys will be hearing part of my conversation with financial hype woman Berna Anat in today's Entertainment Spotlight, discussing her new book, Money Out Loud. Enjoy today's broadcast. For Conversation Daily News, I'm Cyrus Webb with your Monday headlines. In international news, Russian officials said Ukrainian drones strike Crimea oil depot. A massive fire erupted in an oil depot in Crimea after it was hit by two of Ukraine's drones, a Russian-appointed official said on Saturday, the latest in a series of attacks on the annexed peninsula as Russia braces for an expected Ukrainian counteroffensive. The Moscow-installed governor of a port city in Crimea posted videos and photos of the blaze on his Telegram channel. The governor said the fire at the city's harbor was assigned the highest ranking in terms of how complicated it will be to extinguish. However, he reported that the open blaze had been contained. The governor said the oil depot was attacked by two enemy drones and 4 oil tanks burned down. A third drone was shot down from the sky, and one more was deactivated through radio-electronic means, according to Crimea's Moscow's appointed governor. Russia annexed Crimea from Ukraine in 2014, a move that most of the world considered illegal. Ukrainian President Zelensky said in an interview this week that his country will be seeking to reclaim the peninsula in the upcoming counteroffensive. Russian President Putin traveled to Crimea last month to mark the 9th anniversary of the Black Sea Peninsula's annexation from Ukraine. Putin's visit took place the day after the International Criminal Court issued an arrest warrant for the Russian leader, accusing him of war crimes. The attack comes a day after Russia fired more than 20 cruise missiles and 2 drones at Ukraine, killing at least 23 people. Almost all of the victims died when 2 missiles slammed into an apartment building in one of the cities located in central Ukraine. 6 children were among the dead, the Ukrainian Interior Minister said over the weekend, adding that 22 of the 23 bodies recovered have been identified. 2 women remain missing, said the Interior Minister. Russian forces launched more drones at Ukraine overnight over the weekend. Ukraine's Air Force Command said 2 Iranian-made self-exploding drones were intercepted, and a reconnaissance drone was shot down on Saturday morning. In national news, known for last D.C. dinner spotlights risks to journalism. The White House Correspondents Association dinner, known for its fun, albeit ferocious jabs at Washington, took a more solemn tone this year as President Joe Biden acknowledged the several American journalists under siege in authoritarian countries around the world. We are here to send a message to the country and, quite frankly, to the world. The free press is a pillar, maybe the pillar, of a free society, not the enemy, Biden said in his speech. The President and First Lady Jill Biden, upon arriving at the Washington Hilton on Saturday, met privately with the parents of the Wall Street Journal reporter who has been imprisoned in Russia since March. He was charged with spying, despite strong denials from his employer and the U.S. government. Some guests wore buttons with Free Evan printed on them. Also among the 2,600 people attending the gala was Deborah Tice, the mother of Austin Tice, who has not been heard from since disappearing at a checkpoint in Syria in 2012. U.S. officials say they operate under the assumption that he is alive and are working on a way to bring him home. Journalism is not a crime, Biden said. Evan and Austin should be released immediately, along with every other American detained abroad, he said. I promise you, I am working to get them home. The annual Black Tie Dinner drew a wide array of celebrities and media moguls to Washington, with parties being held across the Capitol. Among those in attendance were singer John Legend and his wife Chrissy Teigen, along with former California Governor Arnold Schwarzenegger, who opened the dinner with a pre-taped video about the importance of a free and independent press. While Biden spent the majority of his speech focused on the issue of press freedom, he also jabbed at some of his most vocal political critics. The occasion is a familiar and comfortable one for Biden, who attended several of the dinners as vice president to Barack Obama. The Washington event returned last year after being sidelined by the pandemic in 2020 and 2021. In more national news, Willie Nelson inhales the love at 90th birthday concert. Are there any more real cowboys? Neil Young sang Saturday night at the Hollywood Bowl on a rare evening when he was neither the headliner nor at age 77, even close to the oldest artist on the bill. Providing an instant answer, Willie Nelson, wearing a cowboy hat and red, white, and blue guitar swath, slowly strolled into the stage on his 90th birthday, bringing the crowd of more than 17,000 to its feet. Nelson sat in the chair, one of the few onstage concessions he's made to age, and joined Young for the rest of their 1985 duet, Are There Any More Real Cowboys? And finally, in entertainment news, Super Mario Bros. Movie hits $1 billion, is number 1 for 4 weeks. It's still Mario time at the box office. The Super Mario Bros. Movie led ticket sales for the 4th straight weekend in U.S. and Canadian theaters with $40 million as a global haul for the Universal Pictures release, surpassing $1 billion according to studio estimates on Sunday. Cyrus Webb, Conversations Daily News. It's now time for a message from my book, Words I Choose to Live By. Enjoy. Good Monday, everyone. I'm Cyrus Webb, and welcome to Words I Choose to Live By. As a prized creation, you are meant to fly to your highest potential. This is impossible if you are weighed down with the tar and debris of your past and of your surroundings. Today, shake yourself free of all that means you no good. Spread your wings and soar. Have a great Monday. Berna Anat is in today's Entertainment Spotlight. We're here on Conversation Daily News. For Conversation Daily News, I'm Cyrus Webb with the Entertainment Spotlight. Berna Anat, the financial hype woman, who's also the author of the new book Money Out Loud, joined me on Conversations Live, the radio show, to talk about her new book. Here's a bit of our conversation.
Berna, I really appreciate the time today. Thanks for stopping by.
Cyrus, thank you so much for having me. That was a beautiful intro. I wish I could just have that intro everywhere I go. It's gorgeous.
Well, look, I appreciate you. I love your content, Berna. And you are able to take something that is very serious and can be very daunting, but definitely make it get relatable. Let's talk about that first, Berna. What has that been like for you to use your platform to not only be able to educate people, but also to make it something that is less intimidating when it comes to finances?
It has been very, very fun and just so eye-opening. I mean, it all started because I had $12,000 of credit card debt and $48,000 of student loan debt. And saying that out loud maybe 5 years ago would have made my immigrant parents absolutely freak out, because a lot of us, especially I'm a first-gen Filipino-American daughter of immigrants, a lot of us were taught to never talk about money. And we certainly do not talk about our money problems in front of mixed company, in front of other people. And so doing the opposite of that and learning how to do that slowly for myself and learning out loud, this is why I call the book Money Out Loud, I learned out loud on the internet. I shared with folks my financial journey of getting out of debt, building my first emergency savings, paying off my credit card debt, saving up and quitting my job and traveling the world and starting a business. All of that, doing that out loud has, I think, invited lots of people to feel empowered to do that for themselves, especially because you don't often see women talking about money in this way, and you don't often see women of color talking about money in this way. And so it's been a blast because it's like that feeling where, you know, maybe you're at a table out to dinner with your friends and everyone's ordering, and like you're that one person that's like, guys, can you just do like appetizers because I'm feeling a little broke? And everyone's like, oh my God, me too. That's how it feels to be in this position. It's a very cool feeling.
Cyrus Webb, Conversations Daily News. We thank you all for tuning in to this edition of Conversation Daily News. We're about to go on tomorrow with more news, message from my book, Words I Choose to Live By, and of course, your Entertainment Spotlight. Until then, remember how Cyrus Webb saying, as always, enjoy your day, enjoy your life, enjoy your world. Thank you all for choosing Conversation Daily News today. Let us go make today amazing. Take care.